Hey guys, I'm Sai and welcome to A.C.E Podcast Nation and another special exclusive MMA interview as I'm joined by Cage Warriors Lightweight live from the hotel at the pre-Cage Warriors trilogy. So looking forward to having a quick chat with Tom. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Fit, strong, healthy, ready to win.
That's the way,
Yeah,
mate.
very
So
well.
you're tucked away in a hotel for a few days, not really doing a
Yeah.
lot. So
Nah, well, I've been training, keeping nimble, staying sharp, and keeping my mind occupied.
that's the best half the battle, I'd imagine. So you're not confined to your room, just the hotel, is it?
Not anymore. Yeah, it was for 24 hours last night. I've been confined to my room, so I've only just been allowed to roam the hotel now. Got the COVID test done on arrival, so then from then we had to self-isolate for 24 hours, and then now we can't leave the hotel premises. There's a part of the hotel actually cordoned off for fighters, so we can't actually roam the whole building. But
Okay.
yes, it's fine. It's cushy.
There's
It's alright
worse.
because
There's
like
worse places
everything's
to
so
be in there.
busy. Yeah. It's the first time in a long time I've been able to just relax this much. Do you know what I mean? Working full time leading up to the fight and training full time. Then this comes around. It's pretty nice. You know,
Just to
spend
chill
some
out
time
there.
to read. Yeah, just chill.
So you've got your fight Saturday, isn't it? Versus Kieran Lister.
Yeah.
We talked about it briefly on the
hmm
Danny Batten show, but we'll have a proper chat about it now. You're feeling ready and everything on course with the weight and stuff.
Everything's good. The weight's looking good. You know, I'm not exactly a big lightweight, so it's not a problem for me to make lightweight. So yeah, I'm not worried about the weight cut. I'll do that fine, and then just keep my focus on the fight, not on the weight cut.
Yeah, for sure. In terms of your opponent, are you expecting a a tough time in there? And do you know much about him?
You might be having trouble because I'm on the hotel internet potentially.
Okay. Did
Can you
you?
hear me? Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So,
yeah,
did you? So you're ready for Kieran Lister? You gave your prediction
yeah.
on the Danny Batten show that you were gonna
hmm
finish him relatively early. Uh, you're confident in your ability to go through and finish the fight.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily early. I can't remember saying early,
Yeah,
but I'll get the
I
finish
was going
done.
off. My memory's
Yeah.
terrible.
So, but you know, if it comes in the first round, then so be it. But it's literally to get in there and just let go of everything and play the sport of MMA. Like now my focus really is there. So I can see myself putting more away with strikes easily. I can see that grappling as well. I know he's got a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I don't. It doesn't really bother me. To be fair, I'm more than competent enough in my grappling capabilities, and I mean, I'm grappling with this caliber all the time, and I've probably got more competitive grappling experience than him anyway. So whether I have a black belt or not,
Yeah. So
yeah,
whether it goes to the floor or stays on the feet, you're confident that you'll get the job done.
of course, yeah,
Excellent. So what I've been liking to do with the Cage Warriors fighters as I've been speaking to them in the build up to this event is just picking out one or two fights, asking for their opinion really of the fight. One of the fights which sticks out for me is the main event on the Saturday, which is the uh, Proctor versus Mason Jones. Obviously, Mason Jones is already the lightweight champion, and he's going
yeah.
for the welterweight belt. How did you see that fight going?
So I haven't studied enough on Proctor, but he's got a clean record as professional, so that he's undefeated professional. Am I right, or has he
Yeah,
just
I
got
think so.
one
Yeah,
loss as a professional?
I think
I'm
he's
not too sure,
undefeated.
but
Yeah.
yeah, he's very good. So I see Mason Jones, way more familiar with him. I know he's got a judo background, but I believe that Adam Proctor is going to get ahead in the fight and stay ahead. And I think he'll just do the better work. It's going to be a hard fight. And like he'll be smart enough to not go to war with Mason Jones.
Yeah.
Now I reckon he'll be shooting double legs, clinch work along the fence, and he's a big welterweight. So that will nullify, just because power does also beat technique. I always rather see technique. Much more impressed by technique, but there's just two sides to that coin. So, and he's a very technical fighter as well. So then you've got his size advantage going into that as well. So it's a hard one to call, but I'd say decision to Adam Proctor, and I reckon he'll do it by grappling. Just doing the better work in the grappling.
Yeah. Okay.
And not gauging into a slugfest with Mason Jones, because he would not want to do that. Well, I don't think most people would want to be doing that.
Yeah, you don't want to go to war with him, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's so many fights on the Cage Warriors cards over the next 3 days, which I'm very much looking forward to, including yours. So just to kind of finish us off, if you could pick one fighter from kind of your weight division or there or thereabouts, dead or alive, any era, to fight, who would it be?
In my weight division, any era, dead or alive. In my era, so that could be UFC or anything, yeah.
Yeah, anything you want, anybody.
Oh, McGregor, come on.
Yeah,
Why?
That's the one, isn't it?
That's exactly what I say. Because if you're in that position, things have got to be going well. So that's my exact answer to that. Yeah.
Good answer that is. I like that.
My mum would be cushy after that fight. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's the fight to get in there. That's the fight everybody wants.
That would be the fight, yeah. Yeah.
And then also, slightly different question. When you're not in training and fight camp and stuff, what is your go-to junk food?
Ooh, I'm always into, it'd probably be chocolate. I'm really into cake. I'm not one for like hard-boiled sweets and Haribos and stuff. I'm a food snob, so I go like proper gourmet on everything. But it'd be some really like expensive chocolate, or cake, or pastry, and along them lines. After the fight though, there's shopping centres like right next to the hotel. So me and Rich are going to go to cookie dough stand, get some warmed up cookie dough with like loads of sauce, ice cream on it, and all that. That's what we're going to be doing after the fight. So that's my go-to after this fight. Yeah. But I really enjoy eating my veggies these days. I'm telling you, like avocado tastes just as good to me these days.
It's not bad. That's not a bad habit to have, is it? What about like takeaways and stuff?
Nah.
Do you have many of them?
I'm loving Turkish food.
Okay. Don't think I've ever had Turkish food.
Tom,
really.
You just broke up.
I was going to say, just your favourite like takeaway or something.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of Turkish around Milton Keynes area at the moment, so I'm really liking that. It's like similar to Greek food. Really liking that. So yeah, I'd say that for the time being. But my taste buds are always changing. I love all food.
Yeah,
all food.
Just like eating, like me. It's just I'll just eat anything. Like
I like to cook as well.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. What's your favourite thing to cook then?
I couldn't even say either, because I do quite like making Italian food. I like making lasagnas, very simple desserts like tiramisu and stuff. I like to bake cakes. I'm about that. And but since I've been I haven't spent, like, I'll go through stages where I'd spend a lot of time on cooking. I'll go through some recipes and start like doing some real nice dishes, but I haven't done that in ages. I'm just always working, and then I'm eating on the go, preparing like quick healthy meals all the time. So I think after the fight I should probably set some time aside to look at doing that, doing some nice recipes. And
first time I cooked for my wife, I made a lasagna, and this was a long time ago, like 15, 16 years ago, and I gave her food poisoning. It was just about, I gave her food poisoning. Making lasagna of all things, but there we go.
Was that before or after you were married? You gave her food poisoning?
No, that was right at the start. Like that was right at the start. So it was like 16 years, 17 years ago. Like I wanted to cook something, and I chose lasagna because I thought you can't mess that up, can you? And I don't know what I did.
Must have quite
undercooked something.
Did you make the ragu yourself?
No, like it's jars and
you didn't make the ragu?
No, mate. It was like the first time I'd ever cooked, pretty much. Like other than chucking stuff in an oven, I must have undercooked like something somewhere, and she was rough. But there you go.
So have you food poisoned her from a jar?
Well, I must have undercooked the meat or something. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it didn't go down well. I still get reminded of it now and again. But so I don't do much cooking. Yeah, that's it. It was all a plan, mate. It was all a plan all those years ago. Just mess up the cooking early, and then I won't be trusted with the cooking then for the rest of the relationship. But then, nearly 20 years later. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, you can check out the Cage Warriors fights on UFC Fight Pass in the US, in the UK and the US, I believe. And you can watch the prelims on Cage Warriors for free, as well as the UFC Fight Pass. And Tom's fight versus Kieran Lister is on Saturday evening.
Yes.
So check it out. Go on.
Hand him his first professional loss. That's what we're gonna do.
Looking forward to it, mate.
Looking forward to it.
And we'll have another chat then after that, and you could tell me your plans for the foreseeable future. But I'm looking forward to it, mate. It's going to be good. Tell the people where they can find you on Instagram and stuff.
Instagram is Thomas Mearns, and then Facebook Tom Mearns. I do have Twitter, but I haven't used it in about 2-3 years, I'd say. So I'd get me on Instagram at Thomas Mearns.
Excellent. Wicked. Thanks for joining me, Tom, and best of luck with your fight, mate.
Thank you, Simon.
Take it easy.
Take care, man. See ya.